What's happening? The fuck is he? Oh, what did it say? Oh, somebody rolling up. That's how he backing up. Okay, cool. Yeah, the white mama, my motherfucker knows, nigga. Yep. Yeah. I see. I made a video yesterday and dropped it, talking about this Keefe Tupac thing. Now, I know some people out there want to believe Puff has something to do with it, which he could have. The police could have had something to do with it, which they could have. And the reason why I say that is that they sure lucked out that day and where this guy parked and where they park and all that stuff. They knew exactly where the person was. They knew exactly how to meet up with him on the road. They had enough time to go get a gun or guns, allegedly. You know, so a lot of it just looks like super fucking sketchy, no matter how you put it. All of this looks sketchy. I don't know how it can't look sketchy to somebody. You know, who knows? Keefe D could be lying. He could be telling the truth. Don't know. The rumors of Keefe D and $1 million coming up short. You know, but one thing I would say is, like I said in my video, I do not believe the SWAT team ran up in Keefe D's house based off the information that we already have. I don't think that's the way it happened. I don't think they running up in somebody's house saying, "Oh, you've been running your mouth on the internet." Nah. Like I said yesterday, he was running his mouth on the phone about some stuff that we never heard of before, and they piecing two and two together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they can listen to all his stories or whatever the case may be, but what new evidence do they have to run up in that man's house? What? In the history of search warrants, when have we ever seen a search warrant for a 30-year-old case details in running up in somebody's house? When? You know what I'm saying? When have we seen that? When have we seen that? The evidence is just on the proof that they have to give to the judge is just on proof that it's just he could have. Oh, he could have evidence in there from 30 years ago. I don't think it works like that, bruh. I don't think it ever has worked like that. I don't think it ever has worked like that. I think it's either two things. They hoping that this man crack on and tell the whole story based off of the new evidence they got, or they have something solid on his ass finally. Or it's probably not even him, because remember it was a grand jury indictment. A grand jury indictment. That means that some citizens got put forth and was basically given evidence, and the evidence that they was given, they were told to deliberate on the fact that there was, deliberate on basically, do this guy, do we have enough evidence to take this to court? Do we have enough evidence to say that this man did this? That's what it was. Yeah. It's gonna be a long, and I think he's gonna go to trial with this. I was listening to what's his name? Pete Carroll something. I think they're gonna go to trial. I think that's a smart move for Keefe D. You're either gonna die in jail or you're gonna die in jail. Too old. Man, like 50, 60 years old. 20 years is a life sentence. Hell, 10 years could be a life sentence. Look at Shania. He over there. Oh, that boat. Look when people get older, and then the type of ailments that they be coming up with. You get older, Father Time kicks up, your body ain't working like it used to, and you damn for sure ain't gonna get the best medical treatment in prison. Damn for sure ain't. Yeah, the fire department and EMTs, they working early this morning. At somebody's house. Yeah, that's the way I put it. Trim. Yeah. But what do I know? I don't know. Nothing like everybody else don't know nothing. Around with it. Like the police ain't never or people ain't never been wrong. Well, how they go and indict people on charges? It's a nice talking aspect for some people's channels. They're making a lot of money off the dude, but really, to tell you the truth, I don't even think a lot of people out here making videos really give a fuck whether or not. Yeah, we back. I don't think a lot of people care. And some people's minds are made up that Keefe D did it anyways. Their minds are already made up. They already believe he did it. Based off of Keefe D's own testimony, but I'm just saying, man, I don't subscribe to the notion of making money off of somebody's death. I don't subscribe to that notion. Yeah. And there's gonna come a time in the near future, you know, when people are gonna be looking real stupid about some of the things they have said regarding to this case that just popped up. You know, you give your opinion and stuff like that, but you don't fucking sit up over here and act like this is what it is. You know? Yeah, the dude is kind of going slow. It's 55, homie. It is 50 fucking 5, and you're doing 45. You got to speed that up, bro. People don't pay attention to the speed limit out here. You know? We give our opinion, but that's the thing. Like, you know, some people use social media as a journal. Some people use social media to get their point across. Some people use social media to interact with other people. Some people use social media to try to be somebody and make a few dollars. There's all kind of reasons on why people would make videos talking about a subject, acting like they the subject matter expert. You know, Keefe D has said things about this case. What's the other dude's name? Not Keefe D, but the other dude whose brother got shot at the gas station that was around during that time. He has things to say. The one that got into it with on an interview and had to walk out because with Charleston White start talking crazy. I forget his name, but we got him. Suge had a few things to say. A lot of people got a few things to say, but there's only certain people that should be saying anything. Like, you know, the only people that should be really talking about it like shit is factual is people like Keefe D, the guy who I just talked about, the police officer Reggie Wright, Big Gene, Tupac's brother, because he was around for a little bit. People like that, but like people like me and everybody else that ain't never hung around with Pac and don't have no stories of him saying anything about the matter of conflicts and stuff like that. I think a lot just keep it to 3 cents in your opinion. Some of these cats, man, they just going buck wild on this shit. Now somebody's saying that somebody made a video, got 100K views, talking about Puffy just got house just got raided. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Good. I don't understand these cats, man. It's 45 and they want to do 35. It's 55 and they want to do 40. It makes no sense. Damn, I wish I was the police. I would have pulled their ass over. People trying to get to work and shit. I mean, but that's just the way I see it. I don't see anything a lot of these people got to say. All it is just news. Just that's all it is. You know, Keefe D gonna get his day in court. Hopefully we could get down to the bottom of it. Like, why is you there at the fight? You're not even of age to be in the casino by yourself. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're not even where where they go to enter the damn. What is you there anyway? What is you there for? 17 years old, walking around the strips. People talking about they just kids. We all know they was obviously being groomed by somebody. Somebody didn't have their best interests at heart. You got little ass kids running around with you, doing missions. Makes absolutely no fucking sense. You know, at one point he wanted to toss it on the kid. Talking about, and then some people want to believe, well, you know, he's talked about details in it as far as how Tupac was in there breakdancing when he was getting hit, and after they got done shooting him, and how they was laughing and stuff like that. And it could all be lies. Because he already on video in the disposition. Hello. Now, everybody know. It's just that worried about that man being the snitch. You should be worried about that man being the truth. That's what you should be. That's what folks should. Oh, Keefe D is snitching. Ain't never sold nothing illegally besides an Eat Better Tonight card. And then you want to sit up over here, and that's one thing that get me. Oh, this person's a snitch. That person's a snitch. Oh, I'm done with all that. I'm done. And the only reason why I'm done with all that shit is because nothing. Leave that to the motherfuckers who live that type of life, because they ain't never done nobody nothing. Worried about who's a snitch and who not. Half these cats, you shouldn't even be listening to them, and you shouldn't even be promoting their way of life anyway. So, y'all give me 1 second. Doing the most out in these streets, man. They never done nobody like. And over time, you're supposed to mature. You're supposed to like think differently. You know what I'm saying? Whatever these fake ass motherfuckers and trying to spread stuff like that. I don't care what it's about. That people need to start taking a sort of where they get their information from. That's what it is. A lot of it's booty, and a lot of it is mismanagement of a mouthpiece. Think about it. Nobody has ever benefited from not snitching. Nobody has never benefited from don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Nobody has never benefited from a lot of these things that people say. Nobody has. You know? I don't know why a lot of this stuff a lot of things have to be sensationalized. Free money. You know, free people. What? Lock his ass. Why should he be walking around with us? So he can knock one of us off too? Hell nah. Get his ass in there. That's the way I put it. The fuck, man, you gonna take up all that goddamn space, man? God damn! These motherfuckers be off the chain, bruh. Yeah, I made me some eggs this morning. Mushrooms. Damn, I forgot to put a tomato in it. Damn. It'll be alright, but yeah, it'll be alright. But that's just how I feel with that shit, man. I don't subscribe to them notions, man. No more. Cause like I said, more people was worried about Keefe D snitching versus worried about that motherfucker telling the truth. That motherfucker telling it all up. I hope he do give it all up. I hope he do give it all up. But the best thing for him to do is probably just to go on and keep up what you've been doing. Stay with the motherfucking lie. Because think about it. 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, whatever. Oh, that's a death sentence. If you got to go to prison for that long. But all I'm trying to say is really is all I'm trying to say is, man, is that these folks don't give a fuck. Folks don't give a fuck who killed Tupac. They don't give a fuck nothing about that shit. You know? A lot of folks on here don't give a fuck about that. They're just out here making money off this dude's death. It's a fucking shame. It's a fucking shame. Gene Deal tried to tell folks a long time ago about these stories that he got, you know, about people, and don't nobody give a fuck about the story he telling, or people rather give a fuck about whether or not he's telling the truth or not. But when you go back and look at it, the motherfucker ain't never been wrong. Nobody give a fuck. Some people out here saying, the reason why they're going after Keefe is because what Pac's father had to say. The reason why they're going after Keefe is what Pac's brother had to say in the interview. How the fuck do you even know that? You just want people to listen to your damn video. How the fuck do you even know that? How does anybody even know they making videos and they talking about, they laughing at Keefe for doing too much talking on these interviews and saying that he told on himself, and they don't even know if that's he got locked up. And everybody like, so this is the reason why you should keep your mouth shut. This is the third. You don't even know. Don't nobody know. And half of them, if they had any lick of sense, they would be bringing up aspects of what do you need to do a search warrant? What do you need to run up in somebody's house? Because you had a search warrant to run up in his house to get evidence. So that should say that maybe possibly they had his phone tapped. They had other people around the phone tapped. They was watching him. They was watching his movements. They was listening to him. When he think that he was just having a one-on-one conversation, somebody else was had a bug on him. Nobody knows what happened. But I do know you ain't just running in somebody's house searching for evidence based off of evidence that you already had 30 years ago. Nobody's saying whether or not the police maybe possibly don't have a strong case. Nobody's saying possibly that Keefe might just get away completely, even though he puts himself at the scene of the crime. Nobody's talking about what the charges is. Is one of the charges be aiding and abetting in the crime? Is one of the charges being an accessory to a crime? Because we already know that's what he is, and he didn't have to say it because he told on himself in the interrogation room in his own video. And years later, everybody else did, but he ain't. Every years later, he's walking around looking like he's in good health, even though he fumbles over his own goddamn lips. You know what I'm saying when he talk. But come on. Everybody, all the police knew where Pac was. Everybody knew where Pac was. But they let the shooters go. They let the shooters get away. Conveniently, they find him. They've been looking for him. Allegedly, from what I hear, sounds like they've been looking for him for months. Finally catch him. I seriously believe they was gonna shoot him anyways. They was gonna try to get at him anyways. Whether or not they stumped out Orlando Anderson or not, I think they was already looking for him. I think they was already gonna do it. And I think in order for you to go after somebody that like Pac was, you know, knowing that folks is gonna know that you did it, somebody was gonna have to give up a significant amount of money. And or guess what? Be a part of it. Help out. You know? On that note, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace.